Okay, let's see what we got here. Good to fly. All right. 17 miles an hour gust. Yeah. See what the wind fields show real quick. Or maybe not so quick. This doesn't come up. I have to click on the map button. Getting used to it. Eight or 9 miles an hour, pretty uniform over the wind field. Looks good to me. So I did get the screen recorder turned on this time, but it seems that when you turn it on, if your phone's in portrait mode, when you flip your phone around into landscape mode to fly and turn on the program, you still get all that black around it from putting it in portrait mode. So we won't have flight data from the phone in this video either. Sorry about that. I'll figure it all out. So I don't know who it is on my Facebook page that knows my landlord, because just the day after I mentioned the yard not being good, he came up with his riding lawnmower, mowed a little bit of it, said that the lawn service would be here this weekend, Friday or so. His son took a leaf blower and just blew bunches of the leaves back into the woods. Really wonderful of them. Actually, you know, I wasn't trying to disrespect my landlord yesterday. It's just the stove deal bothered me. But they do such a good job overall, so. See, all the leaves are gone and the wall is gray. I went for a flight when they went away. This flight was like at 7:30 at night, and it had really gotten dark. Now I'm terribly shocked at how much this camera compensates. You're going to see basement lights on here. You're going to see street lights on here. You're going to see light on the carport, etc., etc. Now, what I see that it does do, because this is a low light situation, is when I rotate and stuff, it blurs the image. That's because even though this is a video, technically there's so many frames of still photos being taken a second. And when you need the lens to let a lot of light in, you really need to leave it open longer. That's mostly with photographs. Oh, look, grass over here is mowed too. So that extra time does cause a blur, but I'm shocked. Here's me another way out into fields. Might have to cut some limbs right there. I'm just kind of shocked at how bright the camera is making things. I was really worried that this was going to be a really, really dark video. Now it's headed west. That would be the sun going down behind that tree there. Sunset wasn't much tonight, so. Well, those flowers were blooming right there. I just ran over there real quick to see what had happened to them. So the low light sort of blurs it when you're rotating, but when you're flying forward, no. You still get good quality. Interesting. May have something to do with the gimbal. The gimbal stabilizes the picture in 3 axes. axis. And on the yaw axis, when it's rotating, maybe the camera's trying to stay in one position, then hits the side and goes back to the center and tries to pan over to the side, trying to keep it in view. I don't know. I'm going to have to check into that. That's the chain link fence I was talking about around the fitness center. Also the house through the woods there, I believe, is the fitness center owners. I'm not sure. That's the next house on that side of the street from us. And that whole wooded area and the fitness center is encircled by the same chain link fence. My personal belief is they have a swimming pool in there and are required to fence it. And so when they did, they just went ahead and fenced their private property into the same loan for the fitness center fencing. But that's speculation on me. Those two street lights right there straight ahead is the fitness center. I'm not going to fly over this man's property. He frequently shoots in the backyard there. He built a shooting range next to his fitness center, but Hendersonville wouldn't let him open it. That's my landlord's and my landlord's son's house. That's on the other side of us. We're right here in the middle. Man, ain't the street lights on during this flight? The truck tire marks. Landlord's getting ready to build 2 houses here in this field, a duplex with 2 units. I'm not sure. We're not very happy about that either. Reason we wanted to rent the house and the 7.5 acres of land is we were buffered from everybody. Now we're not going to be buffered from everybody anymore. We're going to have 2 families right on the other side of the carport. That's all I'm going to say about that. They put up that big neon green yellow sign today for Unit A and Unit B in the field there. Some health department environmental study. We're so close to the apple orchard. I found what I think is a inspection well on the property that was put down to check for chemicals in the ground, in my humble opinion, back 20-30 years ago when the apple orchards were having so much chemical problems. There it is. Site for health department evaluation. Unit A and Unit B of his new construction right to the left of this tree. Not far. And you can see the carport light is on up there. That's a motion sensitive light. One of us must have walked near it. You can see the light in the house is on. This camera is crazy. We have outdoor floodlights. I don't turn them on. Not afraid of people. I'd rather be in the dark and see the stars than be paranoid. All of these bushes in about a week are going to be in such good bloom and beautiful. This is going to be wonderful to film. Though the next 2 nights are supposed to be near 30 degrees, and I worry that it's going to cut all the new blooms and buds right off the tree. There's the basement light on, because it's needed. But this camera says, no it isn't. Will he do it? Will he do it? Sure he will. he's not afraid. He should be. Now he's stuck. Now what you gonna do? First time you've been out here, isn't it? Yeah, Okay, you got by that one. I'm not so sure you can count getting by that one. I think if the platform spins, that's a point off. Whoops. Yikes. Oh well. I'll just... Whoa, wait a minute. Boy, I need some side mirrors or side cameras. They don't make those. A lot of beginner drones have obstacle avoidance front and side. This one doesn't. Nobody knows why DJI didn't put it on this one. There he goes again. Oh, Lordy. Recovered. Like I did anything to recover there. I just let go of the sticks. So up the gimbal, down the gimbal to check for things. Looks good. Let's go. Oops. There's a place that Michael didn't get. The landlord's son. Oh. No, it's just joking. He's the loan manager for a big bank in Hendersonville. He works really hard. He's having to work right now. And then he comes home and basically put a leaf blower on his back and cleared all the leaves back from the house today for his father. I think it's wonderful. New flight, not fatigued, not mentally taxed, doing a little better today. I hope it's this way every time I put another 20 minutes on the platform. See the lights on in the house. Yet this camera makes it look like it's pretty sunny outside. Bright, overcast, but no, it's not. Practice makes perfect. Found the name of the owner of the apple orchard today, and I'm going to go talk to him or call him. See, I can't actually go talk to him right now because of social distancing, but when Mr. Bridges and his son were up doing the yard, we spoke to him. He thought the owner would be quite happy for me to fly his orchard, maybe even take pictures. I just want to talk to him about the fact that my rules. I don't fly over humans. I don't fly over property. But I'm a ask permission first rather than forgiveness after type person. Doesn't mean that when I'm not given permission I won't go ahead and do it. So a couple times in this flight I saw a problem pop up on the screen. If you could have seen the screen. I'll turn on the screen recorder in landscape mode next time, see if that helps. So I brought it in right here near the carport. and I wanted to test the sensors on it. By the way, let's pull up in here a little bit. Wow, that camera just opens up the dark areas in a photograph or a video. Oh man, amazing little platform. So right here I started testing, did I really have sensor problems with the platform. And let me show you what I did there. Let me cut this video right here and insert that, and I'll show you what I was doing. There is a sensor underneath the drone for sensing the ground. It's called an optical flow sensor. Now, I really won't get into here what it really does. Just let's say if I put my hand underneath it, the drone should go up. It also looks at the ground for a bad landing spot. It's what helps it keep its position. So then I started playing with it in each of the 3 different modes to see how it reacted to being pushed around, etc. And basically this platform in all 3 modes is in what my drones would be loiter mode. They are maintaining altitude using a barometer. This one may be using the optical flow sensor also for altitude at this level, and the GPS to maintain position. Now I have like 15 modes on the drones. This platform has 3, but I did verify that all 3, it just, if the sticks are not touched, it tries to stay right where it is in all 3 modes. And these sticks do return to center on springs, which is different than my other radio control. My left joystick on my Futaba RC transmitter is not spring loaded. It is right and left, but not up and down, and that's throttle. But I do set my throttle at mid throttle in the drone, and then after a while you learn, go to mid throttle physically where it is, and you just instinctively go to it when something's happening. So this is back to the regular video, and you'll see the drone be pushed down a couple of times here, as you saw in the other video. The sensors seem to be working fine to me. I don't know why the error came up on the screen. When it went to land at the end of this, it came up and said that it didn't like the terrain underneath it, and that was one of the pulls sideways there. Didn't like the terrain underneath it, and that it would not land. I had to land it manually. Personally, I think that was just because it was so dark, truthfully. Also, I don't think the optical flow sensor really likes this asphalt. Optical flow, in a nutshell, takes a picture of what's underneath it, turns that picture into a numeric value. Then it attempts to keep that numeric value the same. So if the drone moves right or left, the value of the picture changes. It goes searching for that pattern again. Fairly complex, but that's as deep as I'll go into optical flow for positioning. It's really quite powerful. Now, I'm going to have to put a piece of black tape over those sensors to do some flights. We'll get into that when I get ready to do that, because I'm going to have to disable those sensors to try to fly underneath my truck. And see if I don't, it's going to try to go up. And so we'll see that when I do that. That should be fun. Need to cut a couple of limbs right here. Mostly just did the driveway yesterday, but I see that I've got a couple of more little holes that in the future I can go through. So I got out here and for kicks and grins and continued test, I invoked return to launch. And it scared me a little bit because it went up a little bit, but it didn't go up high enough to clear the trees and turned around and faced return to home. But then it started climbing to the 200 feet, and I went, whew, thanks a lot for that one. So it scared me there a little bit at first. I wished it would go to altitude and then rotate towards home. So basically that's it. Only thing else I could say about this is night flight. Oh well, yes, I'm a stinker. Let's see what this camera does in pitch dark. Be nice to see what it'll do on a full moon. Can I fly anywhere I want to, even down and around through the trees? Wow, you can see the brightness of the display in my hand there just for a second. Can I fly through the trees at night in a full moon? And all that moving around right there is probably why the optical flow sensor didn't like the landing, so I had to land it manually. All right, that's it. Thank you all for watching. It means a lot to me.